Alright guys, welcome to SIP-COMSYS. Today we are going to talk about IP addresses. Okay, we'll see the various classes and how to calculate for subnetting. And this video is going to be in series, right? So stay tuned. Let's get down with it. Alright, so this is my board which I'm going to use. I'm going to talk about IP addresses. Okay, now on a network or when you connect computer to wireless or we connect cable to a switch, the next thing the machine need is what we call an IP. Okay, so those IPs are given to either statically or dynamically. So we would like to see the various type of IP and what constitutes the IPs. Okay, all right, let me increase this size. Good. Now we have classes of IP. Okay, so we have for class A, start from 126. Okay, so class B 1282191, and then class C, that's 1922, sorry, down to 223. Okay, we have D and E. Okay, but today our main concentration is on these classes, right? Now when it comes to the machines, they understand these classes. So these classes, we call them classful, okay, or default class, right? Classful or default class. Now if you type any IP address starting with this, the machine knows this is a class A, and this one it knows it's a class B, and it knows it's a class C. Now from the classes, we have something called subnet maps, which you need to provide to the machines when you assign IP. Okay, so now these subnet maps, every class has its own subnet maps. Okay, so these are default figures I'm giving you, right? So for class A you have 255.0.0.0. okay, so for class B you have 255.255.0.0, and then for class C you have 255.255.0.0. okay, so these are all default IP range, and this is the default subnet mask 255. Now when it comes to IP addressing, right, when you feed in the information at the first side, is called an octet, right? So let's see, x.x.x.x, right? This is how an IP address may look like. Okay, let me increase this size. Good. So now for them to determine which class, it's all about the very first octet here that determines which class the IP address belongs to, and the system will actually generate the subnet maps for you. Whatever follows here, the system do not care about that when it wants to define which class the IP address belongs to based on this ranges. Okay, so let's try that with my network card, one of them on my machine. So let me go into my network adapter environment. So Ethernet, change adapter settings, then let's see. Okay, let me use this. So right click, you go for properties, as if I'm going to assign an IP. Okay, so I'm going to select IPv4. So if you watch here, we have Internet Protocol version 4, that's TCP/IP version 4, and then we have Internet Protocol version 6. That means we have IP version 4 and IP version 6. So if time permits, later I'll be doing video on IP version 6 as well for you. Now I'm using version 4, so my concentration is going to be on version 4. So I'm going for properties. Now, as I said earlier on, if we have what you call a DHCP who is supposed to give an IP address out on the system automatically, the system will pick up an IP because in the adapter it is set to obtain an IP address automatically. So if there's a DHCP, it will pick up an IP. Don't worry, I'll do video on DHCP as well. Now let's me go for use the following IP. When I click here, now I have to assign an IP towards this very system. Okay, so I'm going to put here 1.1.1.1. okay, this is actually an IP. All right, now you can see down here it's subnet mask, which I need to provide a system, okay, to work together with. So when on your keyboard, if you press the tab key, right, you can see that my system has actually generated this. I did not type this in there. So based on this, and we should look at our default class from 1 to 126 is 255.0.0.0. so based on that, the system will provide that information for me. So if I should clean this up, okay, and then just change the first octet towards 10, which is within the range of 1 to 126, and I press the tab key once more, you can see I'm still in the class A IP range. So same, if I should clean up this and I should put here 100, press the tab key, you can see I'm still in this particular range here. Now if let me clean this, let me put there something above, so 120, you can see still I'm within that range. That's 1 towards 126. So I put here 126, you can see I'm still in what, class A. So if I should change this now to 128, now you can see the subnet mask has changed towards 255.255. So these things, the machines know them. They know the class based on what the first octet that changes, not whatever follows. So they'll know that this is a class A, this is a class B. So if I should change this as well, okay, within that class B range, okay, so let's say 190 is within that range. So you can see I'm still having 255.255.0.0. so if I should clean this and then what, put 192, so you can see now I have 255.255.255.0. so this should tell you that the system understands these classes. These are default which the system will know. Whoever designed the operating system and everything, they input this information to the operating system. So the system themselves, the operating system and the computer system, they know about these classes. So this type of classes we call them what, classful, okay. But the moment you don't see anything corresponding with this 255.255, okay, following, and then you have different digits in there, so that should tell you you are in a different class. We'll come to that when they come to what, subnetting. Just understand this part for me. All right, so now I can exit myself from here, okay. since we understand what the class is, right? So let me exit myself from here. Now the next thing is this 255, right, is the one that determines which side belongs to the network, which side is what, the host. So on class A 255.0.0.0, this side, let me give it a different color. Oh, okay, I think this will not do. Let me see if this will do. Wow, still okay. Then let me go back to, okay, I've not highlighted that. Let me change this to good. So now where you see the .0.0, that side is for the hosts. That means network devices or devices on the network. This side .0.0 is for hosts, and this side is, sorry, I think I made a mistake here. So this side is just .0. So class A you have 255.0.0, so all this side is for hosts, and class B you have 255.255.0.0 and .0.0, all this side is for host, and class C you have 255.255.255.0 and the 0 is just for host. Now the 255 side is for what you call the network. Okay, so I'm going to use a different color there. So this side is for what? Network, and there you have this side for what? Network. So the 255 determined based on which side is the host and which side is the network. So if you understand this, then you should be able to do your subnetting when we get to subnetting. Okay, so now let's look at this. In each octet here, right, you can't have more than 255. Okay, but you can have less than what? 255. Now let's get to the network card, and then let's look at something here. Let me get back to my network card once more, right? Then I think I don't have to close this, I have to make it available so that next time when I want to visit it, you should be able to go there straight ahead. Okay, good. So once again I'm here, and I'm going to click this and then click on this. Now let's look at something here. I told you the first octet is the one that determines which class you are using. So if I should put here 0, right, and then move to the next octet, you can see 0 is not a valid entry. Please specify a value between 1 and what? 223. So you can see within this range, only the first octet can move from what? 1 to what? 223. You can't give lower than 1 and then more than what? 223 as well. So if you like, let's try that and see. So you can see it has changed to 1. If I should try 255, so you can see 255 is a valid entry. Sorry, is not a valid entry. Please specify 1 between what? You can see the same message, but hey, let's see if I should put here 1. I can put here what? 0. Okay, 0 and then what? 0. This time around it does not send me what? Any error message. So you can see that. So after the first octet, this octet here can take from 0 to what? 255. They can't take more than what? 255. So let me press the tab key. You can see it tells me I'm a user of class. Hey, so if I should put here 256, so you can see 256 is not a valid entry. Please specify a value between what? 0 and what? 255. So after the first octet here, the second, third and fourth, I can only give the value of 0 to what? 255 in there. I can't give more than that. Okay, so this is how the machines understand what the IP addressing. So if you want to give an IP, the first octet has to follow what between this range from 1 to what 2 to 3. Okay, after that, these ones you can give them 0 to what 255, 0 to 255, 0 to 255. The machine will recognize that. That is what I want you to understand about IP addressing, right? So I'm going to end the video for the first session, so you will join me for the second session, so that we'll see how to convert from decimal to IP and IP to decimal. See you guys. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, share.